Greetings.
Hello. How are you doing today?
I'm doing all right. How about yourself?
I'm doing just fine.
You, Mr. World Traveler.
Ha.
Okay. So a lot of people send me messages suggesting that you are poor white trash. And
I am definitely white trash.
no, so you bitch a lot about the job that you have.
Uh-huh.
You should be just happy as shit that it affords you the lifestyle that you have.
So I hear that a lot. And that's not even, I'm not even joking. I mean, people say that all the time. Like, you make good money or whatever. And like, why are you complaining? I'm complaining because it sucks. Just, I mean.
Yeah, but you're complaining to a bunch of people that stock grocery shelves and they can't just up and leave and go on a fly to fucking Vegas to go watch Daniel Tosh do. Okay, you spent more money on this weekend trip than most people spend on their entire vacation. And your first thing back, you ghosted me for 3 days, which is fine. But I do have a bone to pick with you about that. But whatever. Okay, but you were off the grid for 3 days because you were fucking traveling and doing meet and greets and whatever the fuck it is that you do in Vegas. And you come back, and the first thing you messaged me is, hey, we need to figure out a way to rearrange our schedule so when I'm on vacation. It's like, motherfucker, you're going on vacation for a month. That's not just something that you rearrange. You literally came back from vacation to tell me that I need to change my schedule to account for your upcoming 1 month long vacation.
I had to fly back in because I didn't have service where we were at. So I had to fly back in home to message you that. We're flying back out tonight. Private jet.
But and I hate to sound like I'm jealous of your lifestyle, but I hate
lifestyle.
The fact it's now really annoying to me to hear you bitching about your job and how sad you are.
It's not. It's not a matter of being sad. It's not sad. You can hate your job and still make good money. I don't understand how those two things are.
Oh no. It's okay. You can hate your job, but fucking keep it to yourself.
Why? What have you? Okay, have you ever known me to keep anything to myself? I just run my fucking mouth all the time.
I'm not talking about for my sake. I'm talking about for the listener's sake. Like, if you want to call me in private and bitch about your job, that's fine. I'll put the phone down and you can talk all you want. I don't give a shit. But for these people who spend their hard-earned money to listen to us bullshit, and then you spend hours upon hours bitching about your job, and then you come back and say, oh, by the way, we're not going to be recording next week because I'm flying out to Vegas to go watch a stand-up comedian. And then the next month, we're going to rearrange everything because I'm just traveling the world just because.
just because.
I'm just saying, have some consideration for other people. Like, namely those people that are stuck in a hotel room in Tulsa.
Sorry. Oh, man. Have you?
Okay. Oh, no, I'm not done with you yet.
Sorry. Go ahead.
We'll get to your fucking trip.
Okay. Good.
All right. So over the weekend, while you had told me that you're going to disconnect. So like, if you send any messages, don't expect a response, which is fine. Like that's normal.
I mean, I learned that years ago.
Okay. But somebody on YouTube had left a comment that was shitty towards me.
Oh.
Don't act surprised because I went and looked and it said, who's right likes this comment.
Oh.
That's either me or you, and it wasn't me. And for a brief fucking second, I sat there and thought, this cocksucker he's going through the YouTube comments and clicking like on my behalf, but he can't message me back about these stupid fucking ads that we're putting on our show.
What was the comment? Do you remember?
I don't remember.
You remember?
I don't remember. I mean, I brought it up, so I would tell you if I did, but you know what I'm talking about, right?
I mean, every once in a while I'll look through the comments and I'll like some of them, but
motherfucker.
I don't remember specifically one that was talking shit about you, but it sounds like it's something I would do.
So I'm curious, when you say I'm disconnecting from all this shit, what you meant to say was, Doug, I'm not going to talk to you for 3 days.
No, I don't think I did it. I don't think I looked at any. Did I? Maybe I did. Hell.
Well, the comment was only a day old and it was Saturday.
Oh. I must have, I guess.
So how was your trip?
It was okay. we didn't rent a car. We walked. I think we ended up walking like 16 miles or something like that. So I think my wife added up all the days on her fucking Fitbit. It was like 16 miles that we walked. It was so much fucking walking.
So anything good? Did you see any stabbings or any white people getting beat up?
My wife saw a fight, and I was apparently so drunk, didn't realize I was this drunk, but it happened right next to me. Didn't see any of it.
You're so
like,
fucking oblivious.
Yeah, I was just hitting the fucking slot machine, just sitting there. My wife's like, "Did you just see that?" I'm like, "See what?" She's like, "These Mexican guys were fighting and pushing this guy, and they punched this guy in his face, and the security tackled him." Like right here. She's like, "Yeah, right here." I didn't see any of it.
So did you win any money?
No, no, I did not. I don't know if that's a surprise or what.
Okay, I'll ask a different question, but it is related.
Uh-huh.
Do we have any money left in our account?
Yes. Oh man. So I don't even understand how it works. Like, how do people live in Las Vegas near the Strip? It doesn't make sense to me, because you can't eat for under $20 ever anywhere. Nothing. Like,
Just don't eat on the Strip.
I mean, yeah, I guess, but like, don't people live there? I mean, shit was ridiculously expensive.
I would assume that people that can afford to live on the Strip, it's like people that can afford to live in New York.
Oh,
can afford to eat in New York.
yeah, that makes sense, I guess.
And I'm sure every place you went to eat was some tourist place.
My wife wanted to eat at the Gordon Ramsay burger place.
Oh, what the fuck do you expect?
No, that one
If
I knew was going to be
French chef's
expensive.
name, then
So-
it's going to be overpriced.
So, what would you? Okay, Gordon Ramsay hamburgers. What would you expect for 2 burgers, fries, and onion rings? Well, I mean, what would you even expect to pay for that? What would be expensive to pay for that?
What would be expensive?
Yeah,
Oh, probably $55.
yeah, no, it was $125
Jesus fucking Christ.
yeah, that's what I said. So I had a burger, she had a burger, onion rings and fries, and I had 1 alcoholic beverage.
Did it taste like Jesus Christ came in your mouth?
No, it was pretty good, but no.
Okay, so do you really think that there's like, I'm sure there's a machine shop or something in
Las Vegas.
and you think the fucking blue collar worker gets off of work, goes home and picks up his family on Friday night and goes to Gordon Ramsay's?
No, I would hope not.
It's for schmucks like you.
Like me, yeah, exactly. I didn't care. My wife wanted to go, so I was like, yeah, fuck it, let's go. Other than that, we ate at Panda Express. We ate at Panda Express 3 times. Because it was like the cheapest thing we could find.
Yeah, you are a globetrotter.
Yep. Taking a flight to eat at Panda Express. I heard this Panda Express in the hotel that we stayed at is really good. We stayed at the Treasure Island, and our room had 2 bathrooms, and so I went to take a shower, no hot water. So we called the desk, and the lady said, "Okay, I'll get a hold of engineering and have them come down there." I'm like, "Engineering? I just don't have any hot water. I don't need an engineer."
So isn't Treasure Island, I'm probably misspeaking, but isn't it like a kind of rundown, like circus type thing?
Yeah, I don't know if it's that rundown, but yes, it's pretty rundown. So
how much a night was the room?
the whole thing was $600 for 3 nights, something like that.
So $200 a night?
Basically, yeah.
So what's the deal with, like, if you would have asked me, if you asked me right now, how much do you think you can book a room for? I'd say, I don't know, like $29. I think that's the going rate for a room in Vegas.
No. No. So she originally booked a room at the Mirage, which is where the show was at. And it was, I don't know, like $950 for the 3 nights or whatever. And then she's like, yeah, that's expensive. And she started looking around, and then she found this room for a bigger room at the Treasure Island for cheaper, like $350 cheaper. So she booked that instead and canceled the Mirage. So rooms are expensive. Food is expensive. They don't give you water. There's no free water. There's no free coffee. There's no free anything. Like, we had to buy gallons of water there's a CVS in the hotel. So we had to buy gallons of water from the fucking CVS.
I think your wife fucked up and just picked a bad room.
You think so?
Yeah, like I think when you get off the plane in Vegas, they just start handing you shrimp cocktail and shit. Like, there's just food everywhere.
No, I don't think so. So anyways, the maintenance guy, the engineer came down to fix our water, and he
So
came
did
in.
he look like a maintenance guy, or did he look like an engineer?
No, he was a maintenance guy. There was no way this guy's an engineer. No pocket protector, no tie, none of that. So when we answered the door, he said, "Oh, so you have a problem with your hot water?" My wife's like, "Yeah." And he's, "Well, do you want me to come in and look at it? I don't know what I'm going to be able to do." Okay. So he came in and he turned the water on, and he was in the bathroom standing there for 20 minutes. And then he came out and he's like, "Okay, you're good now. You just had to let it run for a while. It gets to this end of the building. It takes a while to get the water down here." So I think what you just said sums it up. My wife just picked the wrong hotel.
Yeah, I'm confident that I could book a decent room in Vegas for 3 nights. I'm going to say under 300
On the weekend.
Yes.
I would love to see you try at a decent hotel.
No, it'll be better than the one that you stayed. It'll have hot water. If that's my litmus, I can beat that.
So she found a cheaper room. I can't even remember. It's a Best Western, but it's like Grand Royale or some shit like that.
Bestest Western.
Right. But in big, bold, like a flashing fucking thing on the front of the website, it said, "We can't guarantee that your room will be quiet." Like, there's so much like going on or whatever. And we went there to gamble, and that place was rowdy as fuck. I'm like, I'm glad we didn't stay here.
So, yeah, I think the last time I talked to you about it, you said you were going to stay at the Mirage, and I asked you to, try to give me some pictures of
Yeah.
the room.
The room, right?
Or at least, I think they got it blocked off. I'm not sure.
Well, and I'm assuming it's the same way at the Mirage, but at our hotel, you can't even get on the elevator without showing your room key. They've got security guards posted right outside the elevator area. You have to show them your room key before they'll let you even get on the elevators.
Just say, "It's okay, I'm a shooter."
Just not active at the moment.
So, okay, I guess you went there for the Daniel Tosh thing. How was that experience?
So, you know me, I'm kind of a douchebag. It was really funny and really good, but like, I don't know if this show has like ruined me for comedy. I don't know what it is. Like, we just say like whatever we're thinking, like outrageous, dumb bullshit without worrying about any of the consequences. And I just didn't get that. I felt like it was like not a safe show, but the opening act had a bit about Michael Jackson, like molesting kids. Like, what fucking year is this? And like, and then there was like a bunch of like.
Speaking, I don't want to lose sight that we're going to talk about Baby Jessica tonight, so don't forget that.
Right. It was, and not that I don't think that there's anything necessarily wrong with that, but it's like, it's like they shied away from like really controversial shit to talk about shit that like and they made it seem like they were talking about controversial shit. You know what I mean? Like they were talking about like abortion, but like, I don't know, man. It was funny. There was a lot of funny shit, but I think I've just been like fucked up for comedy. I want to hear some like fucked up shit. And it seems like people are scared to say fucked up shit.
Well, that's too bad. So it doesn't. How much do you feel comfortable telling me how much you spent for the entire trip? Gambling and everything, and your $600 hamburger?
I don't know. I'm sure my wife has it down to the penny, but I don't fucking know. I just spent money. I don't care. I'll just make more. I don't care.
So I can't ask you if it was worth it because you have no idea what the impact was to your bank account.
Yeah, it was definitely worth it. Even if I was bankrupt, it'd be worth it. It's fun. It's the experience, man.
Okay.
And if you're bankrupt at the end, that just adds to the experience. I'm not complaining whatsoever. I think it's a me problem. I think that I'm looking for something that like other people like what I
Did
want.
You miss me?
What'd you say?
Did you miss me?
Oh, maybe a little bit. What I want out of comedy is getting harder and harder to find. I don't want somebody to just start screaming the N-word. That's not what I'm looking for. I want smart comedy that's also really, really offensive, but like purposefully offensive almost sometimes because I think that's funny. And there was nothing wrong with, Daniel Tosh did exactly what Daniel Tosh does, I think. Like, he was really funny. But it also seemed like, I wouldn't say playing it safe necessarily, but almost like playing it safe, He told a joke about coming on a 3-year-old's face. I mean, that's kind of funny. That's the only thing I can think of at the top of my head. I mean, I just wanted it a little more offensive,
Like by 3 years old, they're already formulating. They don't even have a soft spot,
right?
You ever came on a baby's soft spot? What's the deal with?
What's the deal with the soft spot?
Are you fully prepared? Is there anything else from your trip?
I'm sure I'll think of something, but go ahead.
Have you accepted how AI is going to change your life?
Oh God, I don't want to even think about it. No, I haven't. I haven't accepted it because I almost refuse to process it. It's so fucked.
But why not unfuck it and use it to your advantage?
How? You want me to build my own Terminator?
No, use it. Okay, what's your goal? What's your goal right now? To quit working, right?
Sure, yeah.
So use it as a tool to get you where you need to go.
Okay, how? It's like, here's a hammer. I'll go build a house so you have a house to live in. I don't know how to build houses. I'm not sure where you're going.
That's where I'm going. Like that, I already went there.
Oh, okay. Are you saying I should get a job at an AI company?
From home?
I don't work from home.
No, but have you even messed with it at all?
No, very, very little.
What kind of prompts did you use? Like, I'm curious how you're trying to use it to better yourself. So,
that was a loaded question. So I haven't used what's that GPT 3 or 4 or whatever. I have not used that. What's the other one that it's like a search engine? That's the one that I've used. Perplexity.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you're just using it to search the web, like you're in place of Google.
Well, yeah, no. Well, I mean, I haven't used Google in 5 years, but I just was fucking around with it. I wasn't really using it for anything. If there was a use case, then I'm in. Let's do it.
The use case is you quitting your job.
Okay. Should I ask it how? Is that what you're telling me?
So you have 15 business ideas. Okay, fucking worm farm. You want to figure out how to actually build your worm farm into something that's sustainable? AI can help.
Oh, So while we were gone, my kids stayed with my in-laws, and my they baked bread, and my daughter or my son, maybe my son texted me, and he said, so we baked bread at grandma's. So when you guys get back, we're going to start a bakery. So you need to find a building. I was like, yeah, you're my kid for sure. There's no, that sounds like something that I would say. I'm like, yeah, let's start a fucking bakery. I don't know shit about baking bread, but we're fucking starting a bakery. Let's go. And my son he was looking up recipes, like bread recipes to make different kinds of bread. And he's serious. He's like, I want to start a bakery. Let's do it. I'm like, oh, okay, we're starting a fucking bakery, I guess.
Okay, so right there, that's how you start with AI.
Yeah.
Like just go down that road. Start figuring out what it takes to open a bakery and
use AI to do it.
Absolutely. Like embrace it instead of just waiting for the end of the world. At least you could have a little money in your pocket when the end of the world comes.
Right. So you're not worried that AI is going to fuck everything up?
I'm getting ahead of the curve, baby.
Okay. Did you ever ask AI how we can stop the impending AI machine from taking over the world?
I'm getting ahead of the curve, baby.
I read an article about AI today that came across, and it said, I think the newest one is the GPT-4 that they just came out with or whatever. And it said that, like, while they were developing that, they had to go through and make it not say hate speech or not say Jewish jokes or not tell people how to make bombs or whatever. You know what I mean? Like, because when they first did it, when they were first testing it, it would give them lists of alternative chemicals like that you could buy at the fucking grocery store to make bombs or whatever. Like it would like lay everything out.
Okay. Look at it like this. Let's say that you had access to somebody, a person
right,
that knew everything.
Yeah.
Wouldn't you ask them questions?
Sure. But,
so you have access to artificial intelligence, which knows everything plus or minus 20% pre 2021.
even plus or minus 20% of everything is a lot. So
okay. So as an example, you know my job as a meat salesman is to train other meat salesmen that are coming onto the team.
Right, exactly.
Okay. So I have to create work instructions on how to properly sell meat.
Sure.
All right. I've started using that Chat GPT and it just does it. Like it takes something that would normally take me like 2 hours. It takes like 10 minutes.
Really?
All I have to do is copy and paste it into Excel and I'm on to the next one. It's fucking nuts.
So you just had to figure out the prompts
right
to get the answers that you wanted. Huh. But so all of my ideas are like vague. I don't know where to start. Like
right, but that's where you start. Start with vague.
Yeah.
And it's just a fucking conversation. Just treat it like it's a conversation with somebody that knows everything.
Yeah.
And then use it as like a brainstorming session and start narrowing in on your ideas.
Yeah. Maybe we should use it as a writing partner. Just start writing bits for the show.
I've
pre-plan
tried
everything.
Like they've got that thing so gayed out that like I would be embarrassed to say anything that it's prompting me to say.
So gayed out. I don't know that I've ever heard the term gayed out before. You know what I saw a lot of in Vegas? Dudes kissing each other. That was weird. Just on the street. Like dudes kissing each other. It was weird.
All right.
I mean, it was weird you don't see that here.
Okay, does it make you uncomfortable?
No, not really.
I think it does.
Why?
Otherwise, you wouldn't have brought it up. Because I think it would make me uncomfortable.
Why?
Because that's gay.
Okay. I didn't bring it up because it makes me uncomfortable. If I see something, if I saw a purple stop sign, it wouldn't make me uncomfortable. But if I saw a lot of them, I'd probably mention it because, that's weird. You don't see those. This is the same thing. Dudes kissing each other.
Okay, two dudes kissing each other is not the same thing as seeing a purple stop sign.
It's not what I said.
Like, have you ever masturbated to a purple stop sign?
No. Yeah, I guess I haven't. You're right. I guess they're not the same. Oh man.
Do you think they were doing it because they love each other or because they wanted the attention?
Are those the only options? I think they just are horny. I mean, men are generally hornier than women, right? Or show it outwardly more.
When you get horny, do you just kiss guys?
If I was horny enough and there was no women and I was gay. I don't think they were doing it for attention. I don't think. But I mean, I guess I don't fucking know. I wasn't like, if I see a man and a woman making out in public, I assume they're doing it for attention. So maybe they were doing it. I don't know.
What was it like? Kisses like, or was it like, oh?
So I saw 3 or 4 guys kiss each other, just peck or whatever, and I saw two dudes making out, and then like the next day I saw 2 other dudes making out, like, all over each other. It was just weird.
Did one of them grab the other one's dick and say, "This is a place of power"?
No. You just keep walking, eyes forward, keep walking. Squeeze my wife's hand a little tighter and keep walking.
See, I will admit it would make me uncomfortable, and I don't know why. Maybe I'm a closeted homosexual. I don't know, whatever it means. But if everywhere I turn, I'm seeing guys kissing, that would make me uncomfortable.
Huh. Yeah, where's the closeted part? You're just saying it. That's not closeted homophobia. You're just saying you don't like gay people.
No, I didn't. I said closeted homosexual, not closeted homophobic.
Oh, okay.
It's not that, like, I don't, it's like the old saying, I don't care what you do in your bedroom.
Uh-huh.
And if your bedroom is in the middle of the same fucking street that I'm walking down, then one of us has a fucking problem.
So, but would you feel the same way if it was a guy and a girl making out?
The same? No, of course not. I wouldn't feel the same way if it was 2 girls making out. Like, 2 girls can be finger banging each other in the middle of Denny's. I wouldn't give a shit.
How badass would that be? Get some syrup on that shit. Come on.
I don't know why I feel that way. I just do. I don't want to see guys kissing, and I want to see girls eating box. So I don't know.
I think you do know. That's pretty specific. I still stand by it. I've said this for years. 2 dudes kissing each other with big bushy beards is the funniest shit ever. I mean, like, it's just so unnatural to me that it's funny.
So then it does make you uncomfortable.
Well, no. Who said anything about uncomfortable? It's funny.
Okay.
How is that uncomfortable?
You're I think that's the problem. You're associating the word uncomfortable with a negative. Oh. And I'm using it just as you are not feeling comfortable.
I have occasional discomfort.
Yeah, it's like watching 2 guys kiss gives you diarrhea.
Yes.
Just a mild case.
Yeah, a mild case of diarrhea. I need some of that fucking yogurt that lady sells. Fucking, what's her name?
I don't know what you're talking about.
Fucking that actress
Activia?
with the yogurt. Yeah, Activia. There you go. Apparently Taylor Swift was there the weekend that we were there, so it was extra busy.
I wouldn't know her if I like ran into her in a dark alley with some chloroform. Like, I wouldn't know it was her.
You just thought it was some random whore? Really? You don't even know what she looks like?
No, I couldn't pick her out of a lineup.
Crazy.
Why is that crazy?
I don't know. I mean, you just would assume you would at least know what she looked like. I don't know.
Hold on. Let me see.
I
what
don't
she
know.
looks like.
I don't know why that's crazy. I mean,
Taylor Swift.
It doesn't make sense to me that it's crazy because I don't really give a shit about any of that.
Okay, so if she was to walk around like, what's this album here? Fearless. Okay, so if she was to walk around and she had like a big plaque that said Taylor Swift Fearless, then I'd probably
recognize her. All right, then.
Are Penn and Teller still going?
I don't think so. I didn't see anything for Penn and Teller there at all. I saw a big, huge statue for those two gay dudes with the lions.
One of them's dead, right?
Yeah, I think so. I think the lion. I think one of the lion. I think of the lion killed. There's a big, huge bronze statues of these guys with their fucking flowing hair and shit, and a big lion next to them.
Is Frank Sinatra still doing?
No, the black one is though. Tommy Lee Jr. or whatever. Tommy Lee Jones. What's his name?
Who?
The black one. The Black Rat Pack.
Sammy Davis?
Yeah. Miles
Jr.?
Davis. I don't know. I don't know. I don't even know his name.
Sammy Davis Jr.
There you go. Yeah. He's still there. He's still touring.
Okay. Anyway, yes, I just checked. Penn and Teller are still doing shows.
Seriously?
Yeah, you should have went to see them.
I should have.
Weren't you born in Vegas or were you born in California?
I was born in California.
Didn't you live in Vegas at one point?
Yeah, until I was 8 years old.
So did you go revisit like your old treehouse or anything like that?
No. I told you we didn't have a car. We stayed on this trip. We stayed within like, I don't know, it felt like 5 feet of our hotel, but like we walked so fucking much. My wife wanted to see the fucking canals inside the Venetian and all that shit where they do the gondola rides. All that touristy crap.
Okay.
Okay. I just wanted to go and just walk around and get drunk. Fucking pina coladas. Pina coladas upon pina coladas upon pina coladas. That's all I wanted.
Fuck.
That's all I cared about, man. I want to walk around until 3 a.m. drinking pina coladas outside because I can't do that here.
It's so weird to me. Like now that I'm above you, I don't drink.
Uh-huh.
Because that's all I ever wanted to do was go to Vegas. That way I could drink outside all night. Because
right.
I don't know why, just cause. Like,
no, I understand because you can't do it here. It's illegal. It's against the law to drink outside. It's so weird. Or like to take your drink from one bar to another. Oh my God, what are you doing?
But so recently I was thinking about where to go on a trip, and I was thinking, I sold a lot of pork chops last month, so I might be able to afford to go to Vegas. But I don't know that I want to.
Sold a lot of pork chops last month. What? Okay, you don't have to drink to go to Vegas.
I don't want to be around a fuck ton of drunk people. That's the last thing in the world I want.
Oh.
Like some dumbass like you going, pina coladas, pina coladas.
I wouldn't go to Vegas. So I think I might have got us 3 new listeners too. I'm taking it to the people. I was playing roulette for like 3 or 4 hours with these guys, and I was telling them about the show, and they said they're going to check it out and they're going to start listening. So those 3 listeners are mine.
Okay.
I'm onboarding these 3 guys. I'm sure they won't even remember anything about the conversation we had because they were drunker than I was.
Right. So since you're such a traveler, why don't you get business cards made that said, like, don't forget about our conversation last night. You can find me at who'srightpodcast.com.
That's not a bad idea. In my head, I was like, God, I wish I had like a piece of paper to write it down on for him. Like as if that would make it better. Like a scrap of paper with Who's Right Podcast written on it.
So, okay, so we have ads on our regular feed now.
Yes. On our back catalog.
And our forward catalog.
No, if we haven't put it out, what's a forward catalog is what we're doing right now. So there's no ads on this. There'll be
Right, but
ads.
this isn't on our regular feed.
Yeah, that's true. Forgot about that. So yeah, so they're dynamically inserting ads in our back catalog. So we can choose like how much, like how many ads, and we're trying to decide between like 40% of the time of the show or 80% of the time of the show.
Yeah, so the way that it works, okay, so when me and Anthony were messaging about this, I said it to him like, hey, let's just do one ad at the beginning of the show and one ad at the end of the show. That way, we're not interrupting the flow.
Right.
And then it kind of dawned on me that we could do 2 at the beginning because somebody's going to skip the one at the end.
Uh-huh.
And if we wanted to, we could do like 4 in the beginning and then do 5 minutes and then do another 4 and do another. So we've got to find the happy medium that will. It's like I want to get people right to the point that they want to quit listening, but they're so invested in the show that they're just going to trudge through it.
Good luck with that. So a message came across today. Somebody said that, just so you know, if you guys if you post videos, like clips of videos that I saw or listened to on the same show in the same week, I'm going to drop my Patreon or whatever. Mr. Bones
That's not what he said.
Yeah.
No.
Did I read it wrong?
He was going to quit subscribing. He was going to drop his unsubscribe from the YouTube channel.
Yeah.
If he keeps getting notifications of clips of shows that happened last week.
Oh, gotcha.
All the more reason to fire Mr. Bones. If he's driving down our YouTube subscribers.
Right.
Because if you remember at the very beginning, I said I want a Who's Right Clips channel for him to put this shit on.
Right.
Because I don't want to clog up the regular feed with it.
Right.
You remember that?
Yeah, it's stupid.
Oh, okay. Apparently, yeah.
So we have a channel that has like, I don't know, lots of views coming through it. And you want to put our clips on a new channel with like 3 subscribers and no views. That doesn't make any sense.
It does make sense. That's the end of my argument.
It makes sense to put them on both. And as the other one grows.
That makes less sense.
Why?
Grow the channel by putting content on it. That's what makes sense. Then you have 2 channels, one dedicated to clips, one dedicated to full shows.
Yeah.
Instead of annoying people with every day they get a notification, and pretty soon the notifications don't mean anything. Or they turn them off because they're so annoyed by it, which is the opposite of that. So, okay. That's the opposite of what we want. Do you understand that?
Yeah, I understand that.
Okay.
But so you're thinking of like 6 months out. I'm thinking of like today.
Oh.
Because it'll take 6 months to a year maybe to grow the channel, right? I mean,
okay, so you're obviously with Big Bones.
yes, I am.
No, so every time that we have a conversation about him, you take his side. So fuck him and fuck you too. Here's what I know. Okay, here's the facts. Here's the blunt force facts.
Okay,
as I have them.
Okay.
We have had a producer for 2 months.
Yes.
He has been putting out daily content for 2 months.
Yes.
He has been bragging about our view count going up for the last month and a half.
Yes.
Our YouTube payment was the lowest it has been in 7 months.
Yes. I don't know how that happens. How does that even work? I don't understand YouTube.
Okay. So it's almost
So, this blunt force fact is really killing my argument here. I don't even have an argument, really. I just okay. If we were to say no more Mr. Bones, right? Then we don't have daily shows going out. We don't have daily clips going out. Isn't that bad? Isn't that a good thing that we have daily shit going out?
okay. I don't have your camera up, so I don't know what you're doing. So I'm just gonna trust that you're gonna follow along.
Okay.
Put both hands out in front of you, like palms up.
Okay. Done.
In your right hand, move it up and down slowly, like you're weighing something.
Okay.
That is the partnership with Mr. Bones and Who's Right.
Okay.
Feel how much that weighs?
Yeah. Yeah. Yep.
Okay. Now take your left hand and move it in the same motion.
Yeah.
That weight is how much we're paying Mr. Bones. Which one weighs more?
I'm so confused. So I'm shitting in one hand and I'm wiping with the other.
Okay. So I'll say this a different way. We are paying this guy
Yeah.
a living wage. Not a good life.
For Africa. we're paying an African living wage.
Yes. We're paying an African American living wage
Okay.
for him to drive down our YouTube payments. That's the only outcome that I've seen so far.
Right. Right.
So I guess if he keeps this up,
Uh-huh.
then because he's paid a percentage of what we make.
Uh-huh.
So he's only hurting himself. So keep fucking doing it. Like, I'll take the hit if it means I have to pay him less money.
What what if this is like this is a long con to run us out of business?
And just so I don't have to hear any of them fucking sappy messages from him tonight, I'm just fucking with you. Just keep doing what you're doing. I don't give a shit.
I don't give a shit.
You know what? I've got some other messages I'm going to address on here.
Okay.
I'll assume that they're patrons. I don't know. Okay, who's this fucking guy? All right, so Big T's. I told you that you could take over the Discord because I have no interest in doing it.
Right.
I'm retracting that offer as of right now
Why?
because he asked me to send him some information,
Uh-huh.
and I don't go on Discord, so I don't know that he asked me that. And then he followed it up a week later or whatever and called me a slut. So I'm not letting anybody that talks to me that way.
Yeah, you have respect for yourself, right?
Okay, 2 weeks. It appears that it was 2 weeks of lack of communication on my part.
So at this point, do we just shut the Discord down? Like,
Yes.
I mean, you're ready to give it away. I mean, what difference does it make? I think you should give it away, give them the passwords, let them have the whole fucking thing. I don't,
Okay, what if we do that? What if we come up with a contest to win our Discord?
Could there possibly be any negative ramifications for us?
No.
What if we get
What if we get LLC?
what if we get locked out?
Okay, so we win. Like,
Yeah. I mean, yeah, I guess that's true, isn't it? We don't have to leave. We got locked out. It's perfect. I don't want to live here anyways.
okay, so I think what we can do is start a new Discord.
Yeah.
You see my pattern here?
Uh-huh. Yeah, this
Okay.
one's shadow banned. Let's start a new one.
We start a new Discord
Uh-huh.
and we set it up proper so it's the only way you get access to it is being a patron.
Yep.
And we just use it for live shows and communication with our patrons instead of people sharing anime art and Jody B showing his balls.
And there's a general chat and a live show chat, right?
Yeah.
And that's it.
Yeah.
I'm in. I think that's a great idea. But no, I need a pictures and videos because
Should we have an Ask Doug and an Ask Anthony?
Yeah. Yes. Yeah. Let's just copy our Discord exactly how it is now. So, okay. So the problem is our Discord is open to everybody. So maybe if we just took our Discord and just made it patrons only and use it exactly how you just said, communicating with our patrons and whatever, that would be so much better.
Yeah, but I don't. Oh, that was the whole point of this guy coming on board to help out with it.
Why isn't Mr. Bones taking care of the Discord?
Yeah. I think
mean,
that was in his original job description.
Yeah. Right. Yeah. So have him do that.
God, I wish that I would have known how to use AI when we were bringing him on. I could have made the most awesome job description. I bet that's what that cocksucker does, is just uses AI to send us all his formal documents for requests of action and shit.
How
I bet he's
hilarious would
just
that
dumber
be?
than a box of shit. He probably can't even spell.
That would be so awesome if that was true. Everything he's done has been AI. Yeah, so have him fucking take care of the Discord.
You know what I'm looking forward to?
Hmm.
Our 6-month review on his job performance.
I think we should do it live.
Okay, so he made it clear that when he got hired.
Yeah.
Okay, so a little peek behind the curtains. It was like, hey, I can do it. Okay.
And then we had Jesus Christ. After we said, yeah, let's, bring him on, whatever. It was probably 2 or 3 weeks of me and you saying we should get together with this guy and have an actual conversation with him, but rather than just over text messages or whatever. And we're like, yeah, we should. And then we paid him. And then it was like, we probably should get together and talk to this guy like for real. It's like, yeah, we probably should. We are fucking morons, dude.
Okay, so we need to figure out how to do this, because he doesn't want his identity public.
Right.
But I do want to do his 6-month review on the show.
Of course.
So we're going to have to figure out how to do that.
Yeah.
I'm sure he's not so fucking famous that people know his voice. It's not like he doesn't have like a Turkish accent or something.
Be cool if he did. Yeah, I want to do it live too. I think that'd be fun.
All right, so look forward to that, Bonesy.
So did you hear about the train shooter?
Yes. I was curious about something.
All right.
Do you think the left is going to say, because it's a girl that identified as a boy, right?
I think so, yes.
Okay, so do you think the left is going to continue their narrative and say it was another white male shooter?
No. I think they're already I think the route they're taking is that there's so much trans hate and like trans legislation that this poor person just snapped and they couldn't take it anymore or something like that. You know what I mean? And they don't represent all the whole trans community.
Is the media saying it was a male shooter or a female shooter?
Male.
Huh.
I think from what I saw at first, they were not saying anything. And it was like it was like a weird, not saying anything in a weird way. You know what I mean? Like if they knew he was black, how they wouldn't say anything. You know what I mean? Like if he was black, they wouldn't say he was black. Like they go out of their way not to mention it.
They would just get on there and go, well, the bike stealer guy,
The bike stealers, come on.
Don't make me say it.
They go out of their way
the
not
people
to
that don't
mention.
have plans on Father's Day.
Right. I don't know. My wife said something about this person sent a text message like right before they did it to one of their friends or something, saying that something bad was going to happen and they were going to die or whatever. And that friend called the police and they're like, yeah, you got to call a different number. So she hung up and called a different number and they're like, yeah, I don't know. What do you want me to do about it? like they didn't even care. They're like, yeah, so what? What do you want me to do?
I watched the video of them when the cops came in and shot her or him or whatever.
Yeah, I didn't know there was a video.
Yeah, I always seek those things out.
Weird. But I saw that, like, who's that fucking actress that was like an activist from the 70s or whatever?
Kirstie Alley.
Susan Sarandon, I think, right?
Yes.
So I don't know if that's who it is or not. I don't know. Some fucking activist actress from the 70s was on The View like 2 weeks ago and said,
Jane Fonda?
yeah, Jane Fonda, that's who it was. She said something to the effect of like, you know, words aren't enough we have to push back. And then somebody said, well, what do you suggest? And she said, well, I suggest murder. Like she on the fucking View on national TV. She's like, we need to kill these people. It was crazy.
Was she talking about trans?
No, she was talking about any Republican, I think.
So isn't she the one that they called like Hanoi Jane or something?
I think so, yeah.
What
But
did
I'm not
she
sure.
do?
But I'm not sure why.
It was something about the Vietnam War, and she made exercise videos, I think.
She had that Thigh Master, right?
No, that was Suzanne Summers.
Oh, who's the one that did Jazzercise? That was Richard
Kirstie Alley.
Simmons. You just really, really got Kirstie Alley on the brain.
Hanoi. Okay. Active in the anti-war movement, Jane Fonda traveled to Hanoi in the Democratic Republic of Vietnam. Her visit lasted 2 weeks and included visits to sites. Who gives a fuck? What's that to do with? Whatever. I don't care. She was against the troops in Vietnam. I think she took up arms.
She took up arms against the troops.
She's made her own punji sticks and shit on them.
She said, call me Charlie from now on. Charlie Fonda.
Oh, Chuck Fonda. There you are.
She made punji sticks.
Oh, wow. All right. Anyway, what else we got?
I don't know.
Anything?
I saw an article come across about some actress that I've never heard of that was in a new show called The Last of Us, I think. Have you heard of that show?
No.
I haven't watched it, but so there's this, I don't even know this fucking actress's name. So she was upset. So Kirstie Alley was upset because before she was cast in the Last of Us or whatever, she went to some casting calls and they told her that she didn't have the Hollywood look. So they couldn't cast her in whatever role she was trying to get. And basically she was saying they wouldn't cast me because I'm ugly in the way I looked. I'm like, and if you look at her, yeah, you're kind of ugly. You don't look like a Hollywood star. I don't understand why you're mad about that.
I'm looking to see who it is. Bella Ramsey?
Yeah, that sounds right.
14-year-old? Oh, she is ugly. Yeah, of course.
Is she only 14? She just looks like an ugly girl. I don't know. Not attractive, like not.
We're not casting for somebody with Downs. Like,
right.
Like if it was the Greta Thunberg or whatever story, then yeah, you'd have the fucking part in the
right. It's weird to me. Like, so you're going into an industry that like the failure rate is like 99%. Like nobody makes it in Hollywood.
She couldn't even get cast in a child porn video.
You got any siblings? Let's give them a try. It doesn't make sense to me that you would go into that industry and then be like upset or surprised when people say you don't look right for this. You don't have the look that we're looking for. Everybody knows that there's a conventional attractiveness. Yeah, this girl doesn't have it. Sorry you didn't win the lottery.
I can't stop staring at her fucking forehead. It's like half of her face.
I want to know how she ever got cast in anything in the first place.
Fucking, she looks like a retard. What was she in? What did you call Game of Thrones? Okay, of course, there's monsters in there. Future Worm makes sense. The Worst Witch.
The Last of Us, I think. Right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, all her other parts are as dwarfs and gremlins. Of course, like
Right. You look like a dwarf or a gremlin. As soon as a part opens up for that, we'll give you a call. She's got the worst agent ever.
no, she's got the most optimistic agent ever.
Yeah.
You see that troll walk into your office and you decide to sign her.
We're looking for somebody to play the Beast in Beauty and the Beast. But I'm here to play the Beauty.
Corrosive Dew says that she is 19, so
Okay.
I take back all my child porn jokes, I guess. I don't know.
Nope, still ugly. I'm pretty sure she's
No,
one
actually, my joke stands. She couldn't get cast in child porn.
Right. She aged out of the system. So
You're too ugly for conventional movies and you're too old for child porn. We got nothing for you.
sorry. Oh. Yeah, I don't know. I don't get it.
What do you mean you don't get it?
She's ugly. Why is she upset? Just upset because she's ugly. I mean,
Well, what was that? So speaking of jokes that are timely, that movie Precious with that big fat black bitch,
yeah.
like that was the only reason she got cast in that. Like we need a big gross fat bitch.
She doesn't have to be a bitch. She can be really nice. She just needs to be gross and fat. I've always wondered about that parts in movies or shows where they like are obviously making fun of whatever the character is, and the character gets cast as that. Like that's got to feel really shitty.
That's why I stay out of Hollywood.
I understand. I think she's one of them they thems too. I don't think she's like normal. I think the rate of they thems in Hollywood is pretty high.
So at work, I am starting to see, I get quite a few work related emails during meat season.
Yeah.
And there's so many signatures with like she, her, or he, him, or they, them, or it. I don't respond to anybody that has their pronouns in their email signature. I don't give a fuck how high up they are in the meat industry.
Doesn't that, like, when you see something like that, doesn't it just demoralize you a little bit? Like, ugh, God, why are you doing this?
Yes, it does. I mean, we've beat that horse into the fucking ground on this show.
Yeah.
But
and we'll continue to.
it's still moving.
Right. Yeah. No, as long as it's still there, I'm going to make fun of it because it's the most retarded thing ever. You're a fucking man. I get it. You don't have to tell me you're a he, him. You're a man. I get it. Stupid.
Okay. So I'm going to take the other side of this argument.
Okay. Perfect.
There is a guy at work that has what could be interpreted as a female name.
Okay. Is it Karen?
Okay. So what I have learned in my journey on this show is when I'm talking about work, I can't be too specific in case that faggot with the sparkly jeans hears it.
I thought he was a Jew faggot.
And so I'm no longer with that company, but there's a sparkly jean Jew faggot in every company. So I've got to be aware of that.
Right. That's a truism. There's a sparkly jean Jew faggot in every company.
Okay. So if you look to your left and you don't see sparkles, and you look to the right and you don't see sparkles, chances are
you're wearing sparkly jeans.
You're the sparkly jean Jew faggot.
Oh shit.
Oh, but anyway, so he's got what could be interpreted as a female name.
Okay.
Okay. The meat salesman that sits right across from me was going to send him an email. But he had never seen him face to face.
Oh.
Only exchanged emails.
Okay.
So let's say the name is Pat. Okay,
Okay.
that's a safe
Sure.
bag name. He
Right.
said, so I got an email from Pat, and I was thinking that I should send her a message back.
Uh-huh.
And I just kind of sat there for a minute, figuring out, like, what is he?
How am I going to do this?
No, I knew what I was going to do, which is
Oh.
nothing. Just
Oh,
let him
okay.
continue to call him her.
Uh-huh.
But in that instance, it would help if you, okay, so if you have a fag sounding name, you should put your pronouns in your email signatures.
If the rule is that exactly what you just said, then I'm in. If you have a fag sounding name, put your fucking preferences in there. That should be company policy. LR should write that out and put it in their fucking manual.
Here's where the bathrooms are. And if you have a fag sounding name,
I just keep thinking, how long is it going to be? Two things. How long is it going to be before we get one of them, where I'm at, and how disruptive is it going to be? And then how long is it going to be before
I hit that on accident. Sorry.
No, you're good. How long is it going to be before we have some kind of a training where they make us confess our white guilt or whatever it is, like one of those big trainings where they get you together and tell all the white people how bad all the other white people are or whatever. I don't know.
Do you remember when we started treating this more? I mean, we haven't done a good job, but we started treating this more like a business than a hobby, our podcast.
Uh-huh.
And you nominated yourself CFO.
Uh-huh.
I'm now nominating myself as HR manager.
Okay. Can I be head of DEI?
I'm going to make it mandatory that in all of our communications, you have your pronouns as well as the pronouns of the people standing in the same room as you.
All the pronouns of all the people in the room.
You know what? I'm going to do that right now in our group chat. I'm changing my name to Doug, he, him.
Okay. I think we should make Mr. Bones put his pronouns in.
No, I think I can control it. I think maybe not. I don't know, but I can mandate that his pronouns are she, her.
Yeah. Mr. Bones, she, her. Do you guys have a DEI for your meat sales department?
I don't know what that is.
Like a diversity, equity, inclusion?
No.
I didn't know if you guys fucked with that.
Pork, beef, or chicken. Is that like I almost just said the name of your company.
Uh-huh.
Are they the ones that decide like what the menu is and Black History Month and that type of shit? Is that what they do?
Yeah. They're the ones that decide how many watermelons we're ordering. Yeah.
That our country's so fucked, dude. Like
Big time.
I want to go somewhere else.
Uh-huh.
I just don't know where.
Yeah, I would be right now. I would be happy getting out of Illinois, but I understand that that's just a temporary solution because everywhere is going to be Illinois pretty soon.
Temporary solution to a permanent problem.
Yes. Well, because everywhere is going to be Illinois. I mean, it's not like it's contained. You know what I mean? Illinois is just one of the worst right now. But I mean, even Texas is going to get overtaken eventually.
Okay. Oh, here's a funny story.
All right.
Okay, so you know that I have spent any time that I spend on Twitter, I am watching black people kill white people.
Uh-huh.
Right? We
Right.
discussed that
Yeah.
last week. All right. So yesterday on my drive to Tulsa, I stopped at the gas station
Uh-huh.
and I went in to get a coffee.
Uh-huh.
And when I came out, there was a very large black gentleman standing between me and my car.
Oh.
And you know me, heads on a swivel, boys. I'm always ready to go.
Uh-huh.
So, I understand the physical condition that I'm in, that there's nothing I can do about it, but that doesn't stop my brain from thinking that I'm still in the same shape that I was.
Sure.
Okay. So I walked out and assessed the situation, and this mountain of a man is standing between me and my car. And I walk out. He punked me a little bit, like
why?
well, because it was a straight line. So I was parked. So I need a dry erase board. Okay. So if I walked out the door, I wasn't parked right in front of the door. I was parked one stall over.
Okay.
Okay. But it's still a straight line between the door and my car.
Gotcha.
And he was standing in that line. So I either walk through him or walk around him. And I chose to walk around him. So he punked me out.
Jesus. And he was just standing there.
Yeah. Like a big black guy.
Looking for bikes, or what was he doing?
So I don't know. I assume he was homeless. I don't know what he was doing there. All I know is that when I walked into the gas station, there was nobody in my line, the straight line between my car and the door. And when I walked out, he was in my path. Like that is my path because my car is right behind you. I either have to walk through you, shoulder bump you, like get on my way, bitch, or walk around. And I chose to walk around.
Right.
But I was fully, like, I was ready because I knew that when I walked around him, he was either going to shank me or he was going to shoot me because that's what's happening now.
So,
Like, that's all I see. I see 3 to 4 hours every night of black people murdering
Jesus
innocent white
Christ.
people. Okay.
3 to 4 solid hours a night.
So I'm ready for it when it happens. If it happens, I'm on guard. Okay. So as I walk around him, he goes, "Excuse me." I'm like, "It's on, motherfucker. Here we go."
You felt the shank.
So I turn around and I said, I tried being like boss hog, cool guy, like, so you have to assert dominance. That's exactly what I said. You have to assert dominance in this situation. You can't let a dog come into your yard and piss. You piss on the dog.
Okay. Wait, you piss on your dogs?
They know who's boss.
Okay.
So I'm walking out, and just as I go to step around him because he's in my fucking way,
Right.
he said, "Excuse me," and I said, "What's up?" Like
Scared? Like, oh my God,
no,
what's up?
No, not like that. Like, you don't know the difference between what's up and what's up. Like, you don't know the difference?
No.
God, you're a bitch. Anyway, I'll translate. If you got something to fucking say, I'm right here, bitch, and we can settle this like men. That's essentially what I said.
Basically, yeah.
And he said, "No, I was just saying, excuse me. I was standing in your way." All right, I'll see you later.
She's like, do you not know that you're black? Are you blind? Why aren't you stabbing me? You should have had your phone in your hand, dialed 911. You should have pre-called. There's a black guy out in front of the store. I'm just calling in advance just in case.
Nagatha Christie says that we should come to North Dakota because no one lives there.
I'm in. Let's go. If we were to do a live show, which I have no idea how we would even do that, would you want to do it in Vegas?
No.
Why?
Because it's full of fucking drunk people. Like, I don't even...
Everywhere So are we going to serve alcohol at our event?
No.
God, I'm not even going. You know I'm right.
Okay, then if we're going to serve alcohol, we're going to do it my way.
Okay. 10 drink minimum.
We have 4 drink minimum. You get them all at the door.
Right.
Why would you think to have it at Vegas? Like,
I don't know. I just thought of that just right now. I have no idea. Where else are we going to have it?
you know what? Maybe that's not a bad idea. Like, let's get some little fucking shitty showroom 6 blocks off the strip.
Right.
And let's have it at the Bunny Ranch.
That would be awesome. I figured we'd do it wherever we can get the cheapest room. Like if somebody's got a basement they can rent us out, we'll just do it there. I don't even know what we would do for a live show.
This.
Oh, just in front of a bunch of people?
Yeah. Well, I mean, what else?
I don't know. That's why I said I don't know.
We've been having the same conversation for 7 years.
Right.
Why wouldn't we have it in front of people?
It's weird.
It's weird that we do it.
I mean, that's true.
Okay. Which is more weird? That we record the conversation and put it out on the internet for people to listen to later and charge them for it?
Uh-huh.
Or just have the same conversation in a room full of people.
And charge them to get in. So we're charging them in advance before we even do anything. I like that idea better.
Oh, we could have like air hockey or something if that'll make you feel better.
One air hockey table. There's like 100 people show up. There's one air hockey table and 10 chairs.
So, okay, here's our problem as it stands right now. I don't think our show is nearly big enough to have a live show.
No, I don't either.
Okay, so we either have to have work with like Carl and Kaya and whoever else we can to do like a group thing.
Sure.
To where it would make sense, but I don't want to do that because that means I got to share money with people. So okay, let's say that we go to Chicago, right?
Uh-huh.
Let's say that we have a dozen people in Chicago that would make the journey to come watch us live.
Yep.
Okay, so we either do a show in Chicago. We need to do them. I need to make a spreadsheet. I need AI.
Okay.
Okay, we do a show in Chicago for just those 12 people, and we get to keep all the money.
Uh-huh.
Or we do a show in Chicago for 300 people, and we get a small fraction of that money. Like, what, we need to know what that small fraction is to know how. Like, if I have to just start making fun of Stuttering John, I'll do that. Like, if that's my avenue.
So why don't we just find our own Stuttering John? Like, just every week pick a random famous person, start talking shit about them, and see which one sticks.
No.
Okay.
That's boring.
That is boring. Stupid's a stupid idea. It gets super old. Like, okay, we got to like listen to this dumb person talk so we can make fun of them this week. That would be annoying to me.
Shane says, it's funny you think your fans aren't too poor to fly anywhere. Okay. So an extra 8 people show up. Like,
no. Yeah. That's the thing is we don't think we have enough fans that are willing to fly anywhere, even if they could afford it, even if we paid them. We'll cover your flight. Nah, I'm good.
That it's like when we make, not the last time, but the time before that, making phone calls. Like, what are you calling me for? I don't want to talk. I'm playing games.
Yeah, I'm busy right now.
I don't know, man. I think that we could have fun at a live show.
Yeah,
but I think that we would fuck it up.
I agree.
Like, not the actual live show itself. I think we would do just fine once we work through the nerves of being up on stage.
Sure.
But like we wouldn't be able to just play it straight, so to speak. We would have like bounce houses and anything that we could think of to try to.
How badass would that be? Fucking bounce houses. So maybe we should set up like some sort of a fan paintball tournament.
And that's exactly what I mean.
Right? See? We're going to set up a paintball tournament and all of our fans are invited.
Can we set something up that requires less running so I can play?
Bowling. How about bowling?
What about skee ball?
Yes, let's set up a skee ball tournament at the local Chuck E. Cheese.
Okay, that would be fun. Like, I would go all in on that if we could rent out a Chuck E. Cheese for our meet and greet. and we have the animatronics play highlights from our show.
They have to let you like after hours or something, right?
Fuck it, we can do it during a kid's birthday party. I don't give a fuck.
How badass would it be to rent out a Chuck E. Cheese at like 11 o'clock at night and put on a show? We stand up there next to the animatronics putting on a show while everybody's playing fucking skee ball and fucking arcade games and shit. Huh. I kind of like this idea. I'm liking this idea more than any one that we've came up with so far.
All right. If you're still with us, Mr. Bones, look into the rates to rent out a Chuck E. Cheese after hours.
All right. We got to go.
We got to go?
Yeah, we got to go.
All right. Bye.
Bye.
Hold on. I got to get over there. Bye.
Okay.